similar.
It kinda sounded like the bank would do like a, I don't know if it changes anything, but like one annual payment every year, so we can kinda predict what that's gonna be. He didn't say anything as far as the interest rate, but, he assured me we'd stay in the budget, I guess, for this year. And I'm certainly willing to get that information to you, if you want me to.
I think it'd be a good idea to get that information, get it back
Yep.
to us.
Yep,
That works.
yep.
The only other thing, too, that I would mention, Jacob, I would double check with MTI to make sure that that price is still good, because I see it expired in December of '22, and just with it being a new year, if the cost went up.
They did say it
I'm certain that price is good.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, they're gonna honor this price from December, which, the salesman and I, Andy Kais, did that intentionally, obviously right before they raised their rates for the new year, so.
Okay.
I would like to make one comment, and it's not against you, Jacob.
Yep.
In the short time I have been here, this is the third time we've had to turn back for incomplete quotes. And it's, I don't know, it seems monotonous that we have to keep doing this and get the information we need the first time.
I guess I feel the quotes are sufficient. I guess it's, just the finance, I guess, is the only thing I would like to see.
Similar to what we did with the fire truck. He went back and secured the financing first, the numbers.
So Clinton, how much money is left in the capital? You said a bunch of it has gone to something of a more.
There's 20,000 in this year's budget. And Jacob, were you thinking of using?
No, my intention is all of that towards this machine.
Goes to,
That's my intention, if all goes as planned.
hold off on the mower and buy the workman.
Yep,
So
we'll get a
we're only
mower
gonna
next
be-
year.
We're only gonna be financing about
12.5.
12.5, so it's a
Yep.
pretty small amount.
Yep.
Is it possible we could take some of this out of our stimulus money and not finance? Would save us the interest rate, we'd put the mower into use right away? Just an option?
Well, that's something the council needs to decide. Last summer, you talked about using that for, visual things that everybody in the community can use.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
tend to
okay.
agree. I don't know that the golf course is a wonderful thing. I don't know if that's where we wanna put that money.
Okay, just a question. All right, thanks.
I think they get a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we're talking about borrowing 12.5, go make some money so you can pay it back. Big a deal.
Is it possible to use some of the surplus that we had over budget last year toward this, in the golf surplus? We had profit last year, use that, take that 12.5 out of the profits from last year that were above budget?
What's the,
I mean, it's there. Just being a little creative.
I guess.
so, in regards to the cash balance policy, it is set that, the minimum target balance you're supposed to keep in there is at least 40% of operations based on your budget. So 40% of that is roughly, just shy of 77,000. and based on your cash balance report, I mean, you do have over that, so that is a discussion that council can choose to make. But I guess that'd have to be a decision that, I don't know if Scott wants to be involved in that, or if he's okay with that, I mean.
Yeah.
Not Scott's decision, I'm sorry, but, you know, he can recommend it, it is his decision. But, yeah, it wouldn't be bad to have his input. I'm just thinking that rather than finance, if we have that money in reserve, let's use it for the
Yeah, I mean, I love that
entities
idea.
that made it.
Yep, I love that idea, but,
I would like to have Scott's input on that
Okay.
too, but if we don't have to finance, I'd rather use, some of the money that we made the last couple of years. So, we can table this till next meeting, and maybe Scott could give us his input there, what he thinks, but
Yep.
I still would like to pursue this idea.
sounds good.
Is that all right?
Fine with me, Jim.
All right?
Is that a motion to table then?
Yes, please.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. New business number 3, contribution from JAGA.
Yes, JAGA used some proceeds from the sale of the carts to purchase, Jacob at the last council meeting had mentioned that they paid for a ball dispenser out at the driving range. This resolution tonight accepts that donation of the equipment. And what we're gonna do moving forward, visiting with our attorney and auditors a few times over the years, whenever we do receive a contribution or a donation, we always pass a resolution accepting it, so we're gonna continue to do that consistently now when JAGA helps us out with various things. And I'll explain that when we have our advisory board meeting next week. So tonight's resolution accepts the contribution for that equipment.
I've got some questions before I get to vote on this. Jay actually paid for the ball machine, correct?
Yes.
So you're willing to write them a receipt for a donated golf machine of a certain value? Is that correct?
What now?
I think this is the receipt, what they paid for it.
That's what they paid for it. That's how much we're accepting the donation of,
Right, that's right.
9,000 something.
So at the end, the golf, or the machine belongs to the city of Janesville.
That's why we're doing this.
Yeah, they've paid for the machines,
They paid for
and
the
now they're
machine.
donating the machine, am I correct?
That's at the city, that's at the clubhouse, or at the golf course.
More questions on it, Ivan?
I have a personal problem with Jag from a long time ago, and I just want to make sure everything is clean as we go forward. So, that's all. I'll keep asking questions.
Okay. Yeah, that's the main thing behind this, is so that anytime we get a donation for anything, whether it's for the fire department, anything, we have to accept the donation.
Understand?
Mayor Smart?
Yes.
But, you know, that's absolutely correct. Anytime any entity or corporation or individual donates anything to the city, be it services or property, we should accept it by resolution, and we're really gonna stick to that very stringently going forward. But the important thing to remember there is once the city accepts that donation, the private individual or the private company, the nonprofit, whoever donated that, then gives up control of that item to the city, and it then becomes, without any question, city-owned property. And, you know, it's just a very clean way to do it, to establish that it is city-vested property.
Thank you, Jason. Any other questions on the donation from JAGA?
I would make a motion to accept resolution 2023-11.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
4-0.
I'd like to thank Jagger for that. Very nice.
One other question to follow up on this. Does Jaga have any money left that they could put toward that Toro?
That's a conversation we had later, 'cause I know Jacob met tonight, so it's...
What's that?
I need to find that out, 'cause they just met tonight.
That'd be another source of possible
Yep.
funds.
On the 5th, there's a couple JAG members present
Exactly.
at that meeting, and we'll
Okay,
look into that.
Thanks.
And that'll be before.
That'll be before the meeting of the 10th,
yep,
so
yep, sounds good.
let's try to get this hashed out, so Jacob can get his card ordered.
Jacob, what do you intend to do with the old one?
Sell it, whatever proper procedure is, I'm willing to give it up. Auction it, I don't know what we typically do, but.
Sealed bid.
Sealed bid auction.
Yeah.
Give them rights.
Sealed bid or min bid?
Min bid. I mean, it's 30 years old, so I'm not sure how much, you know, what it... It's
Yeah,
worth.
it's not both about it.
I wouldn't wanna research the value, I mean, if it's only worth a couple $1,000, maybe it's worth just hanging on to it, you know, it would be helpful, but. I guess it's a pretty good recycle.
You said it's going to keep it.
Well, I thought part of the reason I was getting rid of it is due to the age of it, and we wanna keep sticking money into it if it's that old.
Yeah, I mean, it operates today, you know, is it gonna tomorrow? I'm open to whatever, the proper procedures.
I would suggest that maybe when we bring in the recommendation next month for the, next meeting, for the purchase of that and where we're gonna get funds, you and Scott have a recommendation whether to sell it or keep it at that point.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye. Got a lot of stuff done.
Hour, 10 minutes.
Pat, did he say the time?